spring training trip and Jared had a little operation. So how we doing, bro?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Happy to be back. I went through a little nose surgery, but recovered well and excited to be back talking about some baseball.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. I couldn't agree more. So we're about to get into a bunch of stuff here, and we're gonna have to see how everything looks. The Yankees have had a decent spring showing. I mean, today that what was it, 17-5. Although I never look at scores in the spring, but like you like to see some balls leave the yard and some strikeouts. So what did you think was cool about today?
Yeah, I mean, especially today, we saw a lot of the young guys do well. You saw Lagrange get in there for a little bit, and then we saw George Lombard have that big hit with the bases loaded. Spencer Jones again hits another absolute moonshot off the batter's eye, and yeah, these are all really good things you like to see. Results really don't matter in spring training, but you like to see the young guys play well,
I agree
obviously.
with you 100%. Even Judge was saying how he doesn't look at the results that much, but the two home runs are nice, like
Hmm.
from the other day,
Yeah.
obviously. So, I mean, look, I mean, it's definitely a bunch of cool stuff that we can say has taken place. I'm looking forward to seeing how things progress. I mean, LeGrand is definitely a top storyline. I think George Lombard is a top storyline. Spencer Jones and even Jason Dominguez is starting to make his presence known a little bit, despite the fact that he seems ticketed for AAA. So I think we should start there probably. Randall Gridrick, we spoke about this in length a few times, like kinds of with the right platoon bat options. I mentioned it with Keith. So like I think it's good and bad because it makes their bench better, but it's not good for Dominguez's long-term outlook or like kids roll on the bench and when the season starts. So like, there's a lot of pros and cons. So I'm interested to see how you feel.
Yeah, I mean, the addition of Randall Grichuk, I really like it a lot. It's just another bench piece who just absolutely murders left-handed pitching. It kind of clunks up the bench a little bit. Yeah, and like how is the Spencer Jones gonna get a chance if so
He's
many of these
not.
veteran guys don't have options who are on the bench? And like
Yeah,
Jason Dominguez is already we already know he's gonna start in AAA, and his spot is blocked even more now. So I'm confused on what their plan is for the future for the young guys.
yeah, me too. Like, you can't. It's not like a situation where you want to stash both of them and lose everyone's value. Like we've seen them do with other players in the past. Like there is going to be a well, there, but there's two outliers, I'll say, that are important with this situation here. The first one is that Trent Grisham's only on a 1 year deal. So, like, we don't know if he's going to last past this season. So, you're going to want to keep one of them in the fold just in case that doesn't work out after a year. Other than that, I mean, Giancarlo, Randy Miller wrote the story that got a lot of slack and a lot of, like, I felt like unnecessary criticism just because, like, nothing he said was incorrect. It's just like I think it got sensationalized to the point where people got nervous about it. But like he's still dealing with the same issue. It's not better than it was. Like that's the moral of the story. Like he didn't say anything that wasn't true. People just like kind of took it the wrong way and ran with it. I think like Giancarlo's going through a lot of pain. It doesn't mean he's not going to try to play. It doesn't mean that's going to be successful. Like we don't know how that's going to go. He's battling through pain. So like I don't know how that's another reason why you want Dominguez ready too because then he gets signed to the age.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a little bit like a kind of recency bias. Not kind of bias, but we've known about how Giancarlo Stanton's
Yeah,
elbows have been basically spaghetti noodles since the 2024 playoffs. I
and
mean, we
yes,
know
in
that he played
essence,
through elbow pain through the playoffs, and obviously he started last year on the IL. But he had a monster season last year. He had a 900. He had a OPS north of 900.
yeah,
I think 22 bombs and like 60 plus RBIs. I mean, the guy is a freak of nature. He's 6'8" and he can't even open a water bottle, but he can have a 900 OPS.
yeah, and he's still hitting the ball well in practice, and he's still supposed to play a spring game soon. So like nothing's changed. It's just that the fact that the pain is still there. Like the fact he's saying you can't open a bag of chips and water bottles, that's a little concerning to me. I'm not gonna lie, but like it just shows how fluid the situation could be. Like I think that's what Randy was trying to get across. Like, and he's saying he wants to play a full season, which we obviously have our doubts that that's going to happen for a million different reasons. But we'll have to see what happens. He's chasing down 500 homers. He's at like, what is he? How many more is he? He's at 47 more. I want to say. I think he's at like what 453. I'm pretty sure.
I'll look it up right now.
So he's really gonna try to fight for that and to win that World Series championship. He has
Mm-hmm.
2 years left on his deal, so that's another
453.
essence here. And yeah, so I had that. It is 47
Mm-hmm.
more, but if he was healthy fully, that's an easy number. But like we don't know how that's gonna work. Like, what do you project for him this season? Like, this is really hard to ask. So like, let's just have a fun guess and see how we can do. How many games does Giancarlo play this season, not
Uh,
counting the playoffs? Just 162.
I don't know. You really never know with Giancarlo because you kind of have to play. You have to build a roster knowing that he's gonna go on the IL at
Yes,
some
you do.
point. It's very unfortunate of how good of a player he is, but it's gonna happen. His body is breaking down. I think he could play like if he plays 100 games, I will be ecstatic. Uh, I mean, that's 100 games of one of the best power hitters in all of baseball. I don't care if his OPS is low. If he can lift out 40 tank or not 40, like 25, 30 tanks, that's gonna do well.
Yeah, no, I agree with you 100%. I'm actually gonna go higher than you think for some reason. You're gonna call me crazy, but I have a feeling he plays like 120 games.
That would be great. I would love that,
I think
especially for
it's
the
like
Yankee lineup and for him himself.
I'll say why. I think it's because he's due to have like a somewhat healthy season. I think
Yeah.
that 120 games is going to come off a low management, and then you have to factor in the leg injury he might have, which he somehow didn't have last year, which is crazy to me. I don't think. I don't think he had a leg injury last year. What's up, guys? Great to see you two again. What do you think the plans of Stan still having issues? Do you think he'll make it to the end of his Yankees deal? I think the plan they put into place pretty well with Grichuk and Dominguez, so they have their options now. Maybe even Spencer Jones factors in if Stan goes down. So I think they have the depth to withstand his injury better than they have in the past, which is good news. For the second part of that, I don't know, honestly. Like, that's such a tough question to answer. It really depends how this year goes because, like, there's two folds to that. Like, how much do the Yankees value his potential chase of 500 homers coming in a Yankee uniform? And how much does he have left after the season? Like, do the elbows get to the point where he just can't do it anymore? Like, who knows? Or that, like, he's going to actually have to get the surgery. And then if he gets the surgery, he's going to miss a lot of time. And he doesn't want to get it because he knows that. So, like, that second part is really difficult for me to answer. Like, it's really 50-50 if he finishes the contract to me.
Yeah, and the great thing about Big G is that he loves playing the game. I mean, he's not like Anthony Rendon who
Yeah,
just
no,
like
it's not a
hates playing
Rendon
baseball for
situation.
some
Yeah, it's not
reason.
a Rendon
He
situation.
obviously
Yeah.
wants to finish his deal, but if his elbows can't hold up, it's very unfortunate. But if they can't hold up, they can't hold up.
Yeah, that's the thing with G. Like, and he's still chasing that World Series ring and everything too. And you do wonder, like, will the Yankees give him a shot for 500, depending on how much he has left? We're gonna
Mhm.
have to see about that. I just really think like it would be good if he could get that, and then obviously the ring, which he's been hunting for. But like, you never know how it's gonna go. Like with Stan, we'll see how he looks when he returns. I mean, the one thing that was odd that we've also talked about is that he actually wasn't good in October last year for the first time in
Mhm.
a while, and the regular season was good, and in a small sample size. So like, is there a point? Did the pitchers figure out how to pitch to him in October? Does he have to make another adjustment? And again, like, was he hunting too much, like guessing too much? Like, I don't really know what happened. Was he banged up in October? It's possible he was at that point. Like, that's the thing. Like, there's never a time you're gonna say he's 100% healthy during the rest of his contract, most likely with the Yankees. Like, there's always
Yeah.
gonna be an ailment somewhere, and they have to
Mhm.
deal with it. He has to deal with it. So, like, does he make it through 2 more years? I don't know, honestly. Like, I don't have the greatest answer for that, unfortunately.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, you just kind of have to hope he does, because when he's on the field, he makes an impact. 100%, he makes an impact from the DH. But the thing is, he does clog up the DH spot.
Yeah, that's the thing, and it's like that's just part of the blocking issues with Jones and Dominguez that we're going through right now. Also, it's the only reason why they won't go after Kopech or Colome. I think they'd be decent fits for this bullpen. Yeah, we talked about Kopech a lot. Like, I don't know what's going on. I've been asked about it a
I'm
lot. I
shocked
really
Colombe
don't.
is still not signed. I'm
I
very
know
shocked he's
Kopech, it
not
could be an
signed.
injury issue, so I'm not as surprised because he was very hurt last year. I'm not sure what's going on with Colombe, though. I'm not as sure
Yeah,
about that one.
yeah. I mean, I'm surprised he's not even on a spring training roster on an invite.
I know he's old, but he pitched really well last year.
Yeah, he's pitched pretty well in the past couple of years too.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that. I wish I had an answer. With Kopech, like, I think that's a health concern at this point, probably. It's probably teams haggling over a major league deal or a minor league deal. He probably doesn't want the minors deal. Like, he might not be fully healthy. It could be a physical issue. Like, he only pitched 14 innings last year. I think it's a worth a flyer, like I've said. I guess Conley could be two at this point. Probably won't cost too much at this stage in the game, but like something's going on there too, obviously. And there's still like Giolito, like Zach Littell, and a few other starting pitchers are out there as well. Not the and I think the Yankees, I have to say, I was definitely wrong about some stuff with the rotation. I feel like the rotation has too much now. Like they don't need another starter. Like I was off base with that, I
yeah.
guess. Like it depends. Although Ryan Weathers has looked fantastic, by the way. Let's give him
hmm
a second of love here. But like the fuck, what he did the other night, I think it was 2 nights ago now, was pretty good. I knew he was good, and we knew he was good, but I didn't know he was that good. Like that was like some of the
He
best
had
stuff I've ever
us.
seen from him
He threw his hardest pitch in his MLB career against
in February, mind you.
yeah, for some reason.
Yeah, and Lagrange's pumping 102 consistently. But Weathers, like we said, if he could stay healthy, if he could somehow just give 125 to 150 innings, I don't even need 175. I don't need 200.
hmm
Give like 125, 150, maybe in the hybrid long man role at certain points. I think that would be fantastic. We got another question. Cade Winkus has struggled so far, but some of his pitches look filthy. Yeah, I'm not as sure about Cade, but the thing with him is that he has to make the roster because he's a Rule 5 guy, and he would get DFA if he doesn't. So I feel like he's
Yeah,
going to get some leeway in the beginning, and he's going to have to figure it out quickly because he doesn't have any options. So I hope that works out. I know he does have some good stuff. I have seen some nice pitches, though.
yeah. I mean, he does throw hard, but going back to Weathers, he's gonna start out in the starting rotation, but it's not
Yes.
gonna keep that way. I think building him up as a starter will make him a perfect long relief guy later into the latter half of the season.
Yeah, I could make a case for him staying in the rotation, though. What if
Yeah,
Luis Hill doesn't figure it out? Wouldn't you? Weathers is
I
looking better than Hill right now, if we're going to be
I would
honest.
rather right now. I would rather Will Warren in the rotation than Luis Hill. I,
Yeah, I
I
think that's a fair statement. I think you couldn't say he's the weakest link right now, which is crazy
mhm,
considering what happens after his rookie year, but he hasn't
I know.
recaptured it still. You can make a case that Weathers could end up sticking if something happens.
hmm
Like, I don't
And
know
you
how
know,
long he's gonna last in there if there's no injuries and everyone returns, but like, I think he could have some leeway here if he continues to show what he's doing now.
Yeah, and the thing is with Heel, he did start off on the IL last year, so you have to give him some credit for that. I mean, he pitched to the best of his ability, but he is starting off healthy this year. I really want to see a big year from Luis Hill. I just don't think it will happen, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm not saying I don't have the best feel right now for him either. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he figures it out. We still have a long way to go, but like, he's not hitting the ground running how you would hope after like not having the best year
hmm
last year. Really,
Who I'm pretty high on right now, Will Warren. I really like Will Warren. He changed his arm angle while throwing, and it's made his stuff plus is like off the charts. I
that's
don't know
good.
if you've seen that,
I don't
but
know if I've
his
seen the exact thing. I gotta check. Is there someone that tweets that I could put it into the graphic if you want? Like, let me try to find it
maybe
really quick. Is it
uh
that TJ account or whatever? That's like
yeah,
that had the
Thomas
Grande
Museska.
stuff, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I gotta check. Like, let me try
It
to
may have
look.
been Fireside.
I'll check really quick for Will Warren. Don't worry, I'll find it. I know that Lagrange was throwing ridiculous today.
hmm
He had three shutout with 4Ks. Elmer Cruz is getting ready for the WBC. He's looking good too.
Yeah,
Um,
the young pitching has been pretty good.
yeah, so
Brent Hedrick let
ha-
up the two-run homer today, but his he's catching eyes from a lot of guys on Twitter, so I really like that.
Okay, I do see some stuff from Will Warren. I think it's a Will Warren sophomore changes, but it's not like what exactly what we want. It's just like showing Statcast and MLB stuff. Like I
Um,
gotta try to dig a little bit more for it. Um, where is it? Fuck, damn it. Let me just try to do a stuff plus search. Oh no, there is a Gary Phillips wrote a story on it. There was
Ryan
a tweet.
Garcia as well.
All right, let me try to see where it is. Is there any like graphic that I want? I don't want to like go into stories right now.
Here, I'm gonna send you a link.
All right, hold on. I'll get it.
Um, should I text it to you?
I guess so. Yeah. If I can't find it on the computer, um, I'm looking. I'm looking.
Um,
It
yeah,
should be
but going back
somewhere.
to Brent Hedrick, another reason why he's been pretty dominant in his major league career, his extension. He's like, I forget how tall he is. It's like 6'5". He extends out so far, and he makes the hitters confused.
Oh, yeah, that's good. I know what you're
Hmm.
talking about. My scouting friend. Okay, here we go. This was June 18th. Will Warren had a 108, but I'm looking for something more decent. Recent. June 1st, 13th. Yeah, not exactly what we're looking for right now. Although he actually looks good on these charts, too, even last year. So maybe. Yeah, Will Warren. Just keep saying Will Warren sophomore changes. Like, it's not giving me what I want. If you found it, I guess just send it. But,
Yeah, I
yeah, no, like. I would
yeah
say
I
the
got it.
rotation's in a good spot.
Hmm.
Let's see. Elmer Rodriguez and LaGrange both look good. Yes, absolutely. Now, do you see a spot? Do you think LeGrande is going to be into the bullpen at some point this year? I could definitely see it. Like, I just think they might try to fast track him because the stuff was too good as an eye. Like,
I
there might
don't
not be a
know.
specific rotation opening for him, but like, you
I
want
don't
to
know
keep
if
him
I
as a
agree
starting
with it
pitcher.
though.
Like,
I don't know if I agree
do they
with it.
pull a David Price with him like the Tampa Bay Rays did that one year? Like he goes into the plan in the playoffs and he becomes the starter after that. Like we've seen a
Yeah,
few guys do it before. Could there be a situation like that for him?
I don't know. I definitely could see it because his stuff is just off the charts. I mean, he throws 100 plus consistently, and his other pitches, his changeup might even be his best pitch. I mean, but the thing is with Carlos Lagrange, you want to let him fail as a starter first because he has such good stuff. It will work so well in the bullpen, but I think they just have to let him fail as a starter
Yeah, that's like kind of where I'm
first.
at
Here,
too.
I
But
got it.
like late in the season in
I'm
October,
putting it
like you're
in.
gonna want that gas potentially. And ER's Elmer Cruz Rodriguez. Oh, here we go. Okay, horizontal release point change 2.5 feet to 3.5 feet. Shout out to Ryan Garcia, 121 stuff plus, which is jarring. Obviously, I think LeGrande
Yeah.
was in that range too when I was doing my breakdowns on Baseball Savant. I mean, Baseball America had him around the 121 range as well. Yeah, I know you've been into Warren. I watched Warren go through Double A and Triple A. I always thought he had like a solid mid-tier to back-end starting capability. I never quite viewed him as an ace, but he was the guy to me I thought you could depend on for go 5 to 6, give up like 2 to 3 runs and keep you in it. Basically, he'll get like 6 to 8 Ks sometimes. Like sometimes when he's really spinning it, like we saw last year, he'll have a few
Mhm.
double-digit games. I think that this could be a good year for him. Last year he took his bumps a little bit in 24, and then last year a little bit more. I know a lot of people were down on him because like they don't have any patience in New York, obviously for prospects, but it's never going to be fully perfect. The only issue with Warren is that like he's a fly ball pitcher at Yankee Stadium, which he kind of needs to correct a little bit. I think
Yeah,
he's
and his
working to
command
do
kind of
that.
sucked. His The thing about Will Warren that I think has gone under the radar for a lot of people, he had one of the best fastballs in baseball last year. Hold on, let me bring up Baseball Savant real quick. I think he had his fastball run value was in I think the 96th percentile of pitch, 95th percentile. He had a
Wow, that's really good.
17 fastball run value. However, his breaking stuff, he was in the first percentile. His off speed, he was in the ninth. He needs to work on off speed command really a lot, and that will make him succeed as a pitcher. He already has that fastball, which is one of the top in the league.
Yeah. No,
Mhm.
Will is definitely a guy I want to see what he does to take that sophomore leap per se. And then let's give Ben Hess some love too. I know Hess had what 5Ks the other day.
Yep.
That curveball spinning. Speaking of Ryan, he had me on his podcast, and me and him, he asked me to find a comp for Ben Hess, and I said Lance Lynn, and this was like before everyone else started saying it. Now everyone's running with the Lance Lynn idea. I can see it because like some Arsenal things are similar, like some Bills are similar. There were definitely questions about Lance in the beginning, obviously. Hess is like, yeah, breaking balls definitely defines him. That's always been his best pitch. If it's
Hmm.
on, he's really good. If it's not on, he's going to struggle a little bit. So, like, he probably has to work on adding more pitches, I would say. But,
Yeah,
like,
and
they
there were a lot
basically
of
got him as a three-pitch pitcher when they drafted him.
yeah, there were a lot of critics when he was first drafted just because of his college stats, but
Yeah, you can't really look at the
because
college stats, though, when you
yeah,
draft
because they
somebody.
had
I was a little
they,
surprised, too. I'm not going to lie. And I was like,
mhm.
oh,
He had an
okay.
ERA like in the fives or
Yeah,
something.
no, it was not great. I mean, SEC is tough to his credit. Like, it's not an easy conference he was in.
Yeah.
But, like, I understand.
No, yeah, the Yankees pitching development has been amazing in the past years, so
Yeah, I think that's the least of their concerns right now. I
yeah.
honestly think it's like the hitting to me. I want to see how that's going to look. So, like, let's really get down to this Jason Dominguez Spencer Jones thing. We've talked about it all off season, but now it's like really coming to a head here. Spencer Jones is doing what Spencer Jones does. He's either striking out, walking, or hitting the homer, basically. So he has three bombs, jarring bombs, two of them left the stadium. I mean, he does this almost every sprint. Everyone gets all hype. And then George Lombard, I want to get into him after the Jones and Dominguez thing. And then we'll do like some quick hitters around the league after that, probably. So with Spencer and Jason, it's like, how much better is Jones going to get in AAA? Like, is he going to learn anything else in AAA this year? That's where I kind of get concerned. It's not that he's going to get complacent because he's not that like that, but like, it's hard not to get bored when you're constantly in the AAA, like doing what you have to do, and you know there's no way to get up there, basically, and barring like an injury or two. Is there a
Yeah, I
way for
mean,
him to cut down his strikeouts to make his paths to the big leagues easier? I don't know. Like but still, the numbers still don't add up for what you want him to be at a major league level. So I don't know. Like, could you live with him hitting 200 or 215 if he played good defense and hit like 30 homers and struck out 200 times a year? Like, I guess it's not going to be the prettiest thing in the world, but like, it's possible.
yeah, I don't know. I think Jones, it's weird because he has his hitting profile is so good. He's such a good hitter. He just needs to strike out less. That's
Yeah,
literally
the only
it.
issue is like when he gets it, yeah, but like he doesn't get it enough. Like it's not a
Oh,
question of quality contact; it's a question of how often
yeah.
you're hitting the ball. Period.
The guy can hit the ball hard when he does hit it, but he doesn't hit the ball a lot. And that's kind of important when you're playing baseball.
Yeah, because like it's the Joey Gallo discussion in the base. I'm not gonna go
Hmm.
into those patterns again because
I
we've done it
I
enough.
would
But
love to
like,
have Rangers Joey Gallo,
yeah,
but
Rangers Joey would be good, but like
yeah.
it's a wide variance with him. I don't know what you do. Like, do you think he ends up getting traded? I'm gonna say gun to your head. That's a little bit too intense. Let's just say you had to place a huge wager that would mess up your life if you didn't get it right. Is he getting traded or not this year?
I don't know, because I think a really easy path for him this year is just if Trent Grisham struggles. If
Or if
Trent
he gets
Grisham
hurt or something?
struggles,
Yeah, I
they're gonna have a
guess.
vacancy in center field. Jones is a great elite defensive center fielder who could easily replace him, who will add plus defense and, play him consistently and he might hit well.
Yeah, that's the thing. Are they going to give him that runway in the World Series year to really struggle at the big league level? Like that's the
Yeah.
problem that you just presented the issue. I think I don't know if they're willing to do that in this with the way this team
Hmm.
is built right now. It doesn't mean they shouldn't be, but I'm just trying to think how they're thinking about the situation. The thing you brought up about Trent Grisham is interesting because what if he gets hurt or something?
Yeah.
And it's a 1 year deal. Like, you don't have to be married to Trent Grisham on a 1 year deal. Although, the one issue I would caution you with is that when Alex Verdugo was struggling on a 1 year deal, they still run him out there every day. So, you know how they can be stubborn with stuff like that. They still might run him out there, unfortunately, but they have options if they want to. I think the one thing they have to be open to is not having him start against lefties as much because Trent Grisham was not good against
Hmm.
lefties last year. Although he
Yeah.
normally was in his career, but last year, no.
It's
But
it's
like,
really weird because we're kind of in the middle spot because we don't know if Trent Grisham is going to be good this year, and
yeah, like there's
that really
evidence that
scares
says he
me.
could, but there's evidence that says he might not. Like it
That
isn't. It is like both
mhm.
sides that could
That
happen
really
there.
scares me because who's going to replace him? Because he was such a volatile part of our lineup.
Well,
He hit
I mean,
34 home
you
runs
could
last year.
also do the situation like what you said if you do Bellinger in center and Dominguez in left, but that weakens your
I would
defense.
love
But the
that.
offense might not miss
Yeah.
that much of a beat if you did it that way.
Another thing, just to point out there, Dominguez has looked pretty good in left field this spring, which I'd
Yeah,
love to see. He had a really nice jump on a ball a couple nights ago, which I really liked
I
seeing.
did quote tweet one that was like, I think I don't know if it was the same one I'm talking about. It was just like a little thing that maybe most people won't
Yeah.
notice, but I'm like, this kind of, it's like all small
hmm
stuff that makes it look better over time. But yeah, he does look a little bit better out there. You have to know the fire's under his ass, for lack of a better term, because of what's going on around him. So like, and
Yeah,
now
him and
Randall's in
Volpe.
there too.
Him and Volpe really need to get going this year because I mean Volpe is very easily replaceable if he
Yeah,
struggles again.
there's a lot of heat on AB too because Caballero's in the fold now, and they have Ozzy back, and even Schumann maybe if he makes the team. I mean, there's a lot of different ways they can go. He's not making any money, so the Yankees don't have to play him really. So I mean, he needs to get it going. Obviously, I think he knows that as well. So we're gonna have to see, does Caballero take the job and run with it? He has an opportunity to do that. They're not gonna.
I would love for that to happen.
I don't know. I mean, I just don't know if Caballero's that dude. Like, I'm not sure if he's a
Yeah.
162 guy. Like, me
The
and Keith
thing
had our
is,
quarrels about that, and we kind of both agreed that, like, over time, people might want AV back. But
yeah,
maybe Cabby
I
does
do
take it. I don't
disagree with
know.
you guys with
We have
that.
to see. We don't know yet, though. We haven't
Yeah,
seen
I
him,
don't
like,
know.
consistently being good hit offensively for a long stretch.
hmm The thing is, I really like to see when he joined the Yankees initially last year, he
He
did
was
change
good.
his stance, and he was very good after
Yeah, he
changing
was
his
good.
stance, and he's been pretty good this spring too. So I'm really excited to see
We'll
what
see.
Jose Caballero does. Because if he is good, you have a good shortstop, good defensive shortstop, and the guy's lethal on the base path.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. I'm just not fully there yet. I have to see it to
hmm
believe it during the season. So we'll have to see what happens with that.
hmm
So let's speak. Speaking of shortstops, how about George Lombard? The arrows definitely go up for Lombard. His defense is fantastic, like we always
Yep.
knew. People are surprised, like people are like the defense is MLB level. It's been MLB level for a while. It's all about the bat.
Yeah.
Like I'm not surprised at the defense. I've seen it before, and I will tell you something from Tigers camp. AJ Hinch was even impressed with the defense. He was like, George is a guy that's like early to the ball. Like he said he judges guys like if they're early or late to the balls offensively. He said George is like early to the ball, and he cheated on that good play meeting against the Tigers, but he was in the right spot at the right time. Like he left like before it was there. Obviously, like he knew where it was going to
Mhm.
be. He just has like good baseball instincts because of his father and his family and like being around the baseball field. So he knows like where to be defensively and stuff. I think your bat in spring, you can't judge how he hits in spring training because we've seen him hit well in spring before. And like the same thing with Spencer and Dominguez. Like you want to see him do well, but like you can't. That's not the end all be all. It's not like, oh, they're hitting great in spring, let's bring them up north. Like the
Mhm.
situation with Volpe kind of did work like that in a sense, but he was also competing with Peraza, who was in a similar situation. So like, I still think George's timeline looks more towards 27, but like, is there a
Mhm.
window this year if something happens at third of the McMahon and Rosario situation? It doesn't go how we wanted to, or if like Volpe really struggles and like Caballero gets hurt or something. Like, do you think there's any way he sees it all this year? Or do you think we're still looking at 27 for him?
I don't know, because if that were to happen, you would have to assume he had a like a huge development offensively in the minors because he did struggle and he did get to Double A last year, which I was very bummed about. But he did do
You
very
have to
well
remember he's
in
only
High A.
19 or 20 still though, so I'm not gonna
hmm
lose hope yet. He's
Yeah,
only
no,
he's
definitely not. It definitely did get me bummed, but I'm definitely not losing hope because these spring training at bats will only give him confidence going into the minor
and
league
he is
season.
20. He's 20 now,
hmm
just to clarify that. So he's 20 years old, still not even legal drinking age. So I mean, he's got the ceiling and the stars ahead of him. Like I guess the safe play is that he gets the call next year. I think
hmm
that they probably try to figure maybe like. I mean, I think he's real. I think he could be a good third baseman too. Honestly, I think he has. I think that could honestly work. Also, I think it could be.
We did
He's
we did see him make a pretty good play at third base a couple nights ago.
I
So
know, and I've seen it before too, and like they have played him there at Somerset a little bit. Like it's not that inconceivable that he could end up being a third baseman eventually. He has the frame for it too, but he's really good at short, so it's hard to do that
yeah.
too. So like I don't know, but let's wind down a little bit. So who do you think gets the call first, Grande or Rodriguez?
Um, I think Legrand, just because his stuff is more prominent in the big league level, it Elmer is going to have to be very good if he's going to succeed in the major league level, just because he doesn't throw as hard as Legrand.
Yeah, I think that's very reasonable. My only caveat to you is that I think Elmer's ready to be a big league starter
I think
quicker
he
than
is too.
LeGrand Hayes,
I
so
think he
that's
is
why
too.
he might get it. Like if there's a spot start, I might go to him. But like LeGrand Hayes is gonna get the call this year. I think. I think he's gonna make it too hard for them to deny it. I think they both get the call
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I mean, and kind of going back to last year too, Cam Schlittler was only supposed to be a spot start. He wasn't supposed to be in the big leagues until and then shove into the playoffs, but yeah, it worked out, and I really like that Cashman kept Cam Schlittler and let him go loose because it really did save our season.
yeah, I think that it's a situation that like both guys will get the call. I think both guys are gonna get big outs in big spots potentially. Just because you know the depth and the injuries go. Like, what if Rodon doesn't have a full healthy season and there's like another setback? Like, what if
Mhm.
Garrett's not the same, but I'm sure he'll still pitch through the season? Like, what if Luis Hill just can't figure it out? Like, what if Weathers goes down again? I mean, even Schlittler, he's not fully healthy right now. Like, he's
Mhm.
still trying to build back up. Like, is he going to go a full season again? Is he going to go 100, 200 innings? Probably not, if I'm being honest with you. Like,
Yeah.
so these are all like valuable questions here. And like, he said he's not going to be fully built up by opening day. That's a little
Mhm.
concerning to me,
It is.
honestly. I can't say I'm thrilled about that. Not like it's catastrophic, but it's not what you want to hear, really.
And
So
it's from a guy who you don't really know if Cam Schlittler's going to be good next year. You
that's what
expect
I
him
was
to be
saying. We
good.
had this conversation before you left, I think, that I wasn't. I don't know, I may have had this conversation with Warren or somebody. I was talking about it vocally. I was like, you don't fully
Hmm.
know because the fastball is his best pitch still. The other stuff still needs a lot of work in
Yeah.
theory. Like, what if that doesn't come together? Like, people start timing the fastball up more.
Yeah,
Like,
and unfortunately, it's the same thing with Ben Rice too. I mean, you don't really know if Ben Rice is going to be that good again, but I fully 100% expect Ben Rice to be
I actually feel better
850,
about him because I
900
feel better
OPS
about him
player.
because of the metrics.
Yeah, the
Like I don't.
metrics say
I mean,
yes,
Cam
but
didn't have a bigger
for
sample size enough for me
hmm
to like read the metrics that much.
hmm
But no, I do agree with you. So let's do some quick hitters around the league. So I went to Tigers camp. Tarek Skubal was hyped to be with USA. It's unfortunate for them that he's only going to do one start. He
hmm
really tried to do as much as he could. Just doesn't want to mess up his arm in the contract year or his routine, which I fully understand.
yeah.
It was cool to be by him. Got to talk with Scott Efros about some Yankees pitching development, so that was interesting. Jemai Jones also thought that the Yankees kind of helped him be a better bench player to prepare himself for certain situations. I thought that was cool. Got to see Glaber a lot. He's doing well, going to be in the WBC, and then it was definitely a good experience. Like I talked to JC and his Walzo before the game. I still have to drop those interviews. So they're rounding out the Yankees bench. So I guess that's actually a good way to end it. And then I did get some stuff about Connor Griffin potentially making the team on opening day. That they think there's a good chance someone's making it. That Paul Skeens and the Yankees is definitely a realistic pairing in a few years. And then like Schoolbook could end up with the Mets. It's definitely possible as well. So like those are a few quick hitters.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see Connor Griffin. If he makes the major league, if he makes the opening day roster, I'm gonna be watching a lot of Pirates games this season.
Yeah, I really want to see too. And then Freddie Peralta makes his first start with the Mets. Devin Williams
Hmm
gives up a bomb to JJ Weatherholt's another great prospect. So like that's interesting to see what's going on over there. And Benj is still fighting for the opening day spot. I didn't know that Nolan McLean also went to Oklahoma State with Benj. I just found it out the other day. I feel like a
Oh, I
novice.
didn't know that.
Oh, he didn't know either. It makes him feel better.
No.
But yeah, so they played together, and they were both two-way players there, which was interesting. So yeah, that was kind of a cool thing. So let's end with the Yankees bench. How are you finishing the Yankees bench? That'll be our final segue. Since I brought up Escara and this wall, so we might as well.
Well, it seems like Escara and Oswaldo won't make the opening day roster, from what I think Joel Sherman said today. They're gonna have Rice as the backup catcher. Um, I think it should be Grichuk is an easy one.
Yeah,
Um,
he's getting 2.5 million if he makes the team too, so I'm pretty sure he's gonna make it.
yeah. Schumann is also a good one. I like his defense, his defensive versatility. It's really nice. He has plus defense at second base, I think. Um,
But why do we need a Why do they need a second baseman if they have Jazz though?
I don't know. He just has good defense.
I guess he could play shorter third too in a
Yeah.
pinch, but like I
The
don't.
thing
I
is,
mean,
like, we just
I'd
have
like.
so many players at so
Yeah,
many
I'd like to see
positions.
his Walls will make it, but he probably needs some time in AAA to get ready. I get it.
Yeah, they said I think Sherman said they want to slow him. They want to ramp him up slowly, so he'll probably
Yeah,
start in
I could
AAA.
see it. I did kind of ask him like if it's majors or AAA. So like I can't say I'm
Mhm.
that surprised, but I think Escara might make it because like, do you want Rice being the backup catcher fully? Like I don't fully know. Like I would probably put
Yeah.
him in it, and then I'd do. I wouldn't have Schumann on the team really. I'd probably go with Escara, Golsey, Rosario, and then Grichuk most likely. I don't know if they'll
Hmm.
do it that way, but that's how I would do it. Cause
Yeah,
like
the Yankees do value defensive catchers a lot as well, so that's another reason why they would put him on the
that's
roster.
what I mean. Like, if you want a late defensive replacement for some reason, well, Wells is good defensively, but like,
Yeah.
Scarra does make some sense.
But
And I
on those
still,
Ben Rice starts, if they want to replace him late in the game.
yeah, you would put a Scarra in there.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, and then you put a Goldschmidt at first. Yeah, I mean, it's all doable. We'll have to see what they want to do. Because I still think there's more in Scarra's bat. We just haven't seen him get enough at bats to know yet. Like, I'd
Yeah.
like to see more, but it's tough with the way the Yankees roster is
I
made to
know
for him to
you're a
get
huge
those looks.
Escara guy.
Yeah, but I still think he could get a few porch jobs, and like I think their bat is better than like people realize.
Hmm.
I just like
I
it's
do
tough for him to
think
get the rhythm
his
though.
bat is better than what we saw last year. He was sitting around like a 750 OPS for a good amount of time.
Yeah, it's only 80 at bat, so it's tough to fully judge
Hmm.
that. Like, I don't know if he needs to go to another team to fully get the look that I'd like him to look. Like, it's possible it might end up being that way. Then maybe we'll get to see if I'm right or not.
Hmm.
I don't know if I'm ever gonna get proven correct with the Yankees, unfortunately, because like I just don't know if the opportunity's there unless like something happens to Wells or Rice, probably. But like, I don't know. Like, how do you feel about Wells? Do you think he's gonna bounce back? I'm a big Wells
I
bounce
don't
back
know.
guy this year. You're not
I
as
don't
into
know.
it.
I don't know. He just I don't know. Wells' offense it just frustrates me because he could be a good power bat. I mean, he does drop. I think he could drop 20, 25 bombs into the porch, but
He's done it before. He had 21 last
yeah.
year.
Yeah, he's just not gonna hit for a high average with how he hits. He hits the ball into the ground too much, and then he uppercuts just everything that's low in the zone.
Yeah, he has a lot of flyouts deep, and sometimes he scores the ball up and he
Hmm.
gets out. Like, I think he just has to switch the approach a little bit and take a few more walks,
Hmm.
like I mentioned before.
Yeah, yeah, he swings at nonsense too.
Yeah, like he swings at the first pitch sometimes and kills some rallies in opportune times that you don't
Hmm.
want to see happen. I'll be honest with
Hmm.
that. I'm trying to think. Is there a player you're high on that I'm not thinking about that might be better than what you think?
Um,
Like in the offense, not pitching. We've done enough pitching
on the
stuff.
offense,
Yeah, give me an offensive guy. Give me a
Grichuk
someone.
Grichuk is a sneaky guy to go off on the
All right.
bench.
Yeah, Grichuk. I'll give you Grichuk. He just showed up to town. So you think he'll bounce back after last year because he was not good last year.
Yeah, I mean, just because how good he is at Yankee Stadium, his stats at Yankee Stadium,
Yes,
I
I
think he'll
did
fit
do
into the
those. Yeah,
stadium
we
well.
have the
Yeah,
clip that I went through the stats at Yankee
yeah,
Stadium. Yeah.
yeah. I think he's a good guy to back on the bench. I mean, I Ryan McMahon, I think he could produce
Yeah,
offensively this year.
good news
I
for
don't know if you
you.
saw it.
Ricky Ricardo told me to watch for McMahon for a guy that could improve. I was speaking
Hmm.
to him. I'm like, is there a guy I should pay attention to? He's like, McMahon. I'm like, all right.
I don't know if you saw it on
That's
Twitter
why I
today.
tweeted that out there. Like, I think he's a guy to watch to improve.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw on Twitter today, but he scouted on Bryce Harper and Ben Rice
Rice is
for
interesting. Yeah,
yeah to because he changed his stance up a little bit
I did notice that.
and he wanted to mimic like Bryce Harper
He
and Ben
just
Rice.
oh, YouTube's working okay. Anyone on Twitter? Just before we go, I want to make sure we didn't miss anything. Yeah, I don't think we have any Twitter comments unless I'm just like not seeing them. I'm
None.
trying to think of a bat that I would think that could surprise the people aren't talking about. I mean, I said Wells, but like I'll give a different answer. Like
Mhm.
I can't say Jazz because like people are kinds of. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's end with this one. Actually, well, but this is hard to stop here. The Jazz contract demands to me are such a non-story that it's crazy, and people are going off about it for
Yeah.
no reason. Like,
Yeah.
first of all, think about the age and like the skill set. Like, he has every right to ask for 30 million plus over eight to
Yeah.
10 years. Doesn't mean the Yankees have to give it to you. Think have to think it's fair value, but like, I'm not that surprised. That makes sense, especially if that's the asking point that obviously goes down. That's my guy that I think might surprise because I think people, not that they're down on him, but I just think he's going to go off this year because of the contracts and like he's gonna have a fully healthy season. That's my biggest surprise. He won't get hurt for once.
I'll always be a Jazz fan for the rest of my life, just because he got traded to the Yankees. I loved his Yankee tenure. He went off. He's a 40-40 guy to watch this year, definitely.
Yeah, that's
Probably
kind
not
of
50-50 like you said, but
yeah. No, I'm in the 40-40 club, so I'll agree with you there. I thought the contract demands were way of a non-story. Like it's just like
mhm.
overblown again.
He's a great defender too. He plays good
Yeah.
defense.
But all right, brother. I think we're gonna hit it. So I gotta
All
see. I
right.
think your plugs are in here somewhere. Here you go.
Yeah. There we go. That's mine. Follow my YouTube. I just created it. I'm trying to get it up, and then I'll probably stream off of it for the game watching.
Yeah, we gotta try
So
to do something with that. We'll definitely talk
yeah,
about that. We could maybe put you in it as like an admin or something too. Like maybe
mhm.
mix it up. So hit us on YouTube. It's Julian Gallardi Show. We're close to 620 now, so we're going up. We appreciate that. Gonna try to keep going till opening day. Have some new plans we're gonna be unveiling slowly and surely with the WBC and me going to PR like Miami and a bunch of other stuff going on. Exum Julian Guardi 1, some are watching on there. Insta's Julian Guardi 11, and TikTok is just my name. So that's how you get me. So we'll hit that outro and we'll be back. I don't know exactly when, but hopefully once before I go to
Soon.
Puerto Rico. I can't fully commit to that, but we're going to try. Because we
Hmm.
need to get a consistent schedule, but it's been crazy. When the season
Yeah.
comes, we'll have like some type of consistent schedule, but I don't know about
Yeah.
this month, unfortunately.
All right.